Animal behavior.
Hello friends, we will start with the next topic, animal behavior. Animal behavior is the scientific study of how the animals interact with each other, with other living beings and with the environment. It also shows how they relate to the physical environment as well as to other organisms. It includes some of the topics such as how the animals avoid their predators. Predators are the animals which harm them, choose mates, how they reproduce, and how they care for the young ones. Both external and internal stimuli prompts behavior. Even with respect to the animals, there is a stimuli. External stimuli, for example, include sound, smell, threats from other animals, and weather. By identifying these, the animal have different behaviors. Internal stimuli include hunger and fear. The animal behavior depends upon the habitat in which the animal is been living and its social organization also. The animal behavior can be of different types and which can be studied with the help of 4 groups, which is instinct, imprinting, conditioning and imitation. We will discuss all these 4 groups in detail with the help of the diagrams. The first animal behavior is the instinct. Instinctual behavior are the behavior that are not learnt by the animal, which are not learned by the animals. They comes to the animals naturally from birth. For example, a bird making a nest, a spider making a web, and a caterpillar making a cocoon. These behavior are not learned from their parents. They comes to the animals naturally from birth. The instinct behavior is also used in choosing mates. For example, a male bird finds a female mate. Mate is the partner, you can say at partner, finding a mate, as well as in forming into groups for protection. When your hand touches a hot or sharpened object accidentally, you automatically moves it away, right? This is because of a reflex action. Reflexes are also part of instinct behavior. We do not have to learn them. The second type of animal behavior is imprinting. You can generally find that chickens and ducklings do imprinting a lot. Generally, chickens and ducklings are able to walk immediately after hatching from the eggs. Ducklings can even swim within a few days after hatching. They recognize their mother behavior because of imprinting. Duckling will follow the first moving object they meet after hatching. Hatching means coming out of the egg. They become socially attached to this object and treat it as their mother. Imprinting lets young animals recognize their mother from a young age. But generally, ducklings will imprint on people also. They even imprint on balls and even cardboard boxes. If the first thing they see after they hatch. In the diagram, you can find Conrad Lorenz, who was an Australian scientist who studied about the animal behavior. He had reared geese, which is a bird, and since they have been hatched, they imprinted on him. They treated him as their mother, and they followed him wherever he goes and tried to stay in contact with the person. The third kind of animal behavior is conditioning. Conditioning is a learned behavior. It is actually a response to the stimulus. The stimulus can be explained with the help of an example. In a school, generally the bell rings at three times. One is during the morning time, other one is during the break time, and the third one is when the students leave to their homes. But when the bell rings for the first time, the students start to gather for the assembly. And when the bell rings during the break time, they start to have their lunch. And when the bell rings at the end of the school timings, they start to leave to their home. The students have learned their particular behavior because of the experiences they had learned when to perform which functions. Even Pavlov is a Russian scientist who investigated conditioning. He have done an experiment with the dogs in order to explain the conditioning behavior. In this particular diagram, you can look at 4 images. The first one is before conditioning, second one is during conditioning, the third one is after conditioning. So before conditioning, whenever the Pavlov gave food to a dog, he rang the bell. So the dog was used to hear the sound of a bell before it consumes the food. So after conditioning, the dog has an experience that whenever the bell rings, it would be provided with the food. And before conditioning, you can see that the dog starts to produce saliva whenever the food is being offered to it. Generally, dogs produce saliva when the food is offered to it. During conditioning, it happens in the same way. But after conditioning, when the bell has been rang, the dog start to produce saliva even before the food is being given to it. This shows the conditioning behavior of the dog. The dog has learned such a kind of a behavior. People and animals can be conditioned to avoid certain things. For example, to avoid grazing animals, to escape from a particular area, generally the fences are made, and these fences are being provided with an electric shock. So when an animal touches the fence, they'll get an unpleasant electric shock. This eventually condition the animal not to touch that fence. Even in some cases, when the fence is not provided with power, the animals try to avoid the fence because of the previous experience of the shock. This electric current would be provided to these fences with a minimum wattage so that it doesn't harm the life of the animal. This particular image shows us the imitation behavior of the animal. Generally, animals imitate each other. Even humans often imitate each other. When people talk to each other, they may stand or sit in a similar way and copy each other's movement. Scientists feel that even this happens in the animals. Scientists has observed that chimpanzees and other primates imitate each other. We can do an experiment to understand the behavior of the cockroaches. This can be done by the students in the classroom. For this, you need to take a card box and divide the card box into 4 chambers by placing a card between them. You should place a card in the box such that in a plus format you should place card in the box so as to divide into 4 equal chambers, and certain small passages should be made so that the cockroaches can pass from one chamber to the other. After doing that, on the top of the box make holes to 2 chambers. So 2 chambers should have holes on the top of it so that the light passes through. So observe the diagram. The first chamber is light and dry, which means the light is passing into this chamber and it is dry. The second chamber is dark and dry, because this chamber doesn't have a holes on the top, so it is dark and dry. The third chamber is light and damp, so you can make the condition of this chamber damp by placing a cotton or wool with water in it. So it should be wet. Make it light should pass through in this chamber and it should also be damp. The fourth chamber should be dark and damp. So the fourth chamber doesn't have holes on the top, so that the light can't pass through in this chamber and it should be damp. After that, place certain cockroaches in each chamber and close the box for 15 to 20 minutes. For example, you have kept 10 cockroaches in each chamber before the experiment. After opening the box after 15 to 20 minutes, you will find that maximum amount of cockroaches would be in the area of fourth chamber, which is dark and damp. This is because cockroaches helps the environment. Cockroaches likes the environment where it is dark and damp. Damp is wet. So you can find the cockroaches in dark and damp places in your homes, which are basically sink areas or else in the kitchen. This shows the behavior of the cockroaches. We will study about the human behavior with respect to instinct, conditioning and imitation. Humans also show some type of behaviors as other animals. But human behavior is quite complex because we are intelligent and aware of ourselves. To start with, instinct behavior in human beings. Generally, feeling hungry is an instinct behavior. It is not been learned. But a person who is feeling hungry on a dining table will not start to eat. He will be waiting for the family members to come and join him. This is because of the manners which he has learnt in his life. Next one is the conditioning. Conditioning can be used to change the behavior of people. For example, advertisers use the conditioning behavior to take the advantage of the people. They show pictures which looks glamorous and exciting, often using famous actors or sports people. People would be associated with the product and try to purchase the product. And they even feel positivity towards the product. The last one is the imitation. People often imitate each other. The imitation among human beings can be helpful, as it helps to teach specialized skills, sports and in the workplaces. But it may be even harmful for the young people, as young kids imitate elders and starts to smoke and consume alcohol, which is very much dangerous to the health. Investigating behavior is the way by which scientists observe the animals and understands its behavior. The animal investigation, in order to understand its behavior, can be done in a field or in a laboratory. we will discuss about some of the experiment being done in a laboratory by the scientists Pavlov and Lawrence. We have already discussed about the experiment which is done in a laboratory by the scientist Pavlov with respect to the dog. And the investigation in the field. Some scientists spend many hours watching, studying the behavior of animals, how the animals live alone and in groups and in families, and how these animals interact with each other. They found that animals can send signal to each other. They can even warn other animals in case of danger. Some scientists are interested in such signals. They record and study these signals, and they even observed how ants respond when they meet one another. We will now look into some of the intellectual abilities of the animals. The intellectual abilities can be known as the intelligence of the animals. Look at the image. The tailor bird generally makes its nest with the help of 3 broad leaves. One broad leaf at the bottom and the 2 at the sides. It even collects threads in order to stitch these 3 leaves together. Some birds make their nest entirely with the help of the leaves. You can even see in the second image, a crane has been made its nest using various broad sticks at the bottom in order to give the support, and in the middle it uses soft grass, so it would be soft to its chicks. In this image you can find the animal which is known as beaver. It is found in North America and American regions. It generally cuts long trees with the help of its sharp teeth so that it falls across the stream, and it constructs a 4-foot wall by using twigs, sticks, stones and mud, and stores the water. The stagnated water which forms by making this acts as a home to the beaver family. You can find the bee in this diagram, which is known as a wasp. Wasp builds its house by using wet mud. It builds its home, which is known as a hive, on the walls. If its hive gets dry, it adds drops of water to it. Wasp collects the food material by injecting its venom, usually other larvae, and keeps in its hive. Wasp lays eggs on the food material, which is used as food for larvae of wasps. We will now discuss some of the experiments towards animal intelligence. In the diagram you can look at the bird, which is a scrub jay bird. Generally the bird hides its food. An experiment has proved that a scrub jay has hidden its food in presence of another bird, but after some time it was found that the other bird has stolen it by fixing a plan. Squirrels also behave in an intelligent way. Squirrels too hide their food in a fascinating way. They always behave in such a manner that somebody is trying to steal their food. In order to misguide others or to cheat others, they dig hole in many places and in heap of leaves. Most of the times these holes does not contain any food. In this way they cheat the other animals and make them believe that these holes contain food. Sometimes they forget the place where they have kept their food, and in this way it helps the nature in spreading the seeds. Do you know that dolphins have a great logical thinking power. It was been proven by Hermann. Hermann studied 4 bottlenose dolphins in a laboratory in Hawaii Islands. He also named these dolphins. He even taught the dolphins a code language wherein, for example, if he has closed his fist, it shows a tub. The sign is to show a tub. Raised arms shows a ball, and one hand raised tells bring here. So if he has does all these things together, it shows that the dolphin needs to bring the ball from the tub to him. If the reverse has been shown, then the dolphin will throw the ball in the tub. He has also made long whistles and short whistles in order to call them. In this image, you can look at an African grey parrot which is named as Alex. In the year 1977, Irene Paperberg brought a parrot and trained it. Slowly she made it to learn more than 100 words. Then she arranged the words in such a way that Alex could frame its own sentences. The bird can easily be able to identify different kinds of colors and shapes. The bird even guided other parrots in the group and instructed them to say clear. Besides this bird calls an apple as banary because it takes like a banana and look like a big cherry. So this shows the creative ability of the bird. Even the bird was able to learn up till 7th table. Do you know some of the animals spray bad smells through their body to protect themselves from predators? Such animals are given in this diagram. One is the Tasmanian devil, the other one is the bombardier beetle. Generally, the bombardier beetle contains 2 chemicals. One is hydroquinone and the other one is hydrogen peroxide stored in its body. Whenever the beetle feels threatened, it releases these chemicals which mixes with some special enzymes that heat up the liquids which gives bad smell out of its body.